I want to make a video. This is based on some comments by D. Landon Cole in his Al Jazeera appearance. I may find the video, or you might just have to search for it yourself if you haven't seen it. This is not necessarily to Landon. I don't expect a response because it's not like this is a video he made asking for a response. For all I know, his mind is on some other things right now. Of course, he's welcome to clarify. But he said in that he did not think that Western, for example, American companies working internationally prefer corruption in general. I mean, obviously, they don't all do that. And he said that this was because it's not really in their long-term interests. Stable governments are in a better long-term interest of their actual long-term profitability. But my argument that they do this is exactly based on that. Something we know that's I think that's and we can agree on that's a sickness of current American and other international companies, which is a lot of short-term thinking. And that's the thing about bribes is that and because this is the kind of corruption we're talking about, places run by graft. A bribe is quick. Okay. Investment in stable governments is a long-term thing, and you can invest in making the government stable, and in an honest government, you might lose that contract. So there's a quick turnaround aspect that suits current, you know, MBA thinking, and and so that is why I think that they're fine with and don't work against this kind of corruption. One of the people on the panel had an unpopular opinion that, hey, without graphs, some of these systems would collapse. And yeah, I think this is true because these corrupt systems still have laws that they could follow. And one of the things you do in a corrupt system is you make mountains of paperwork. And if people, if you want to get a business license to operate somewhere and it takes 5 years for all the paperwork to go through and get signed, or you can do pay a bribe and have it done in 6 months, then, then of course it's the fact that the system involves bribery is the only way that things can happen in short order. Now that's the kind of thing that might make a company that doesn't really want to work in a corrupt bribe paying system feel like they have to do it because it's set up that way. That's the only way the system can work. But I think even in a non corrupt system, you have to go through channels, do things properly, and you can get your license and still lose out in other ways. Whereas with corruption, there's a lot of things that you can pay to have done, and it happens in short order. So my main defense of why they might at least prefer corruption, unfortunately, is the kind of is this other kind of corruption of short-term thinking. So, cheers.